Alright, so now we're going to talk about 10.2, number 20, analyzing relationships. A bag contains 9 red marbles, 4 blue marbles, and 7 yellow marbles. You randomly select 3 marbles from the bag. What is the probability that all 3 marbles are red when A, you replace each marble before selecting the next marble, and B, you do not replace each marble before selecting the next marble? Compare the probabilities. Alright, so we got an A and a B. Let's do A first. Good, you can see that. A first says we replace each marble after we pull it, right? So the bag contains 9 red. Let's add up all the marbles in the bag, right? We had 9 red plus 4 blue plus 7 yellow. Gives me a total that there were 20 marbles in the bag, right? Here, I'll write 20 marbles in the bag. Now, we're curious about what is the probability that all 3 marbles are red. Alright, well there's 9 red marbles, and then in part A we replace each marble after selecting it, right? Which means we put it back in the bag. So because we put it back in the bag, they are independent events. And for finding the probability of multiple independent events, you just multiply all the individual probabilities. So if there's 9 marbles in that bag, you have a 9 out of 20 chance. If there's 9 red marbles in the bag, you have a 9 out of 20 chance of pulling out a red marble. Then you're going to put that marble back in there. Pull it out again. Same probability. Then do it one more time. 9 out of 20. Cool. That's with replacement. So do this out. Multiply this, and that should give you your answer, okay, for part A. Part B, though, a little more tricky. Part B says we do not replace each marble before selecting the next marble. So this is without replacement, right? Yeah, let me move this up. So hopefully you guys remember this formula. Probability of P into B for dependent probabilities was equal to the probability of A multiplied by probability of B given A. Hopefully we'll see how this applies to this problem, right? But we're not replacing the marble before selecting the next one, right? Well, my first probability doesn't change. I reach in there, fresh bag, there's 9 red marbles out of the 20. That's my chance for pulling out a red marble. But now for the second probability, because we're supposing that we pulled out 3 red marbles, this supposes we were successful in pulling out a red marble. So now for the next go round, I don't have 9 red marbles in the bag. I only have 8 of them, right? But the plot thickens. Because I already pulled out a marble, I no longer have 20 marbles in the bag, right? I only have 19 now. And now I do this a third time. This third event assumes that I pulled out a red marble for this step and this step. So now, how many red marbles am I down to? 7. And then I pulled 2 marbles out of the bag in these steps as well, so I'm down to 18 marbles total in the bag. So my probability on that third draw, given that the first 2 I pulled red, the probability on the third is 7 out of 18. And then if I multiply all these out, it's going to give me my answer for the probability of pulling 3 red marbles when I do not replace them. Which should be your answer for the question. I hope that helps.